morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. This is your final challenge for this semester. Here we have is a sculpture created pinch pot owl. I'm showing you each of the angles so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like, because this is what you're going to be creating. What we did first was I took just my basic tools I found from around, and you can do the same. You're going to be looking for tools, and you're going to be finding things around your house or around your shop that can help you. So take off a little bit of clay, about the size of a ping pong ball, put it off to the side. I'm going to use that for my other parts, like my hat and the beak. Have your water, have your slip, and then I'm first going to just start up and make a pinch pot. Just going to whip through this real quick because we all know how to make pinch pots. So listen to the music, enjoy. Alright, there we go. My pinch pot is complete. What I'm going to do is drag down a little bit of that clay from the back of that elongated pinch pot. And then I'm going to add a little more clay onto it. Don't forget to slip and score that clay. So I'm going to flatten it out. And I'm just going to bulk up the back. A little bit of scoring on both the sides. And then I'm going to just start mounding it up. And then I'll shape it to look like kind of the tail of the owl itself. You can make an owl, you can make an eagle, you can do a dove, a bird, whatever you want to do. So that shaping is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to square off that back tail. Not too big, not too bulky. It all depends on how you want to make it look. I'm making this look more like a little kind of like a little barn owl or a screech owl. Alright, there we go. I got them all kind of looking the same. I'm going to start putting together the hat portion. And once I have that little hat portion, I just tuck my owl off to the side. I'm going to let it dry for a little bit. And then I'll start working on a little different portion of my hat here. I'm going to add the hat later by slipping and scoring. Now, I thought about making like a little beret or like a little top hat, but when it really came down to it, I kind of wanted to just make a baseball cap. My other one has like a little captain's cap on it, but you can make whatever hat you want for whatever bird you're making. That's what makes it great. That's what makes this fun. So there we go. It looks like I got a good fit to the top of that, the head of the bird. I'm not slipping and scoring it on there yet. I'm just going to tuck it off, put it on the side, and I'm going to really start going for the rest of my bird here. One of the first things I really want to do is just kind of make the little ocular portions of the eyes, the orbits. I'm just going to use the end of the tool. You could use a screwdriver. Make sure you dip it in a little bit of water, and that helps it work a little easier. The clay won't stick to whatever flat object you have. If it's a wooden handled screwdriver, awesome. I found this little baby bottle, this little baby sniffer. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, you can use whatever you want in order to make those eyes a little whiter. All right, give them that owl look to it. And then what I'm going to do is come behind it, and I'm going to just put in the pupils where I think they're going to go. And then I'm going to create that kind of wide-eyed owl look by just using the end of either a broken pencil, or I can use the end of a paintbrush, or I can use really whatever I find. Really, this whole thing is about critical thinking. This whole thing is about finding the tools on your own and moving forward. Don't worry if you don't have the same exact tool that I have. Find your tool that you want to use. Experiment with it on a piece of clay. This is what's important for this final task, this final challenge. You have to learn to be creative. You have to learn to be a critical thinker. You have to find items in your life in general that make things work for the projects you are working on. And I'm not just talking about clay. I'm talking about life in general. So, worked out the eyes here a little bit, and now I'm going to start forming the feathers using that same technique, that added texture. So I'm going to pencil in the wings where I think they're going to go, make the gouge kind of deep, because we're also going to work right off of that gouge there too. So, working towards the front, like the chest portion or the breast portion of the owl, and then I'm going to work towards the back. So listen to the music, have some fun, enjoy the texture making. It's going to take you about 20 minutes to get through this whole project. I'll come back at the end and hopefully have something pretty cool when you're done. All right, there you have it. So I've slipped and scored my hat on. Do just a little touches up from where I grabbed it. And then I'm going to add my beak onto it. So I'm just going to roll a little piece of clay, a little touch up with the sponge, getting all the goopies off the hat so it's a nice smooth hat when I'm done. Touch up the eyes one more time. Let's see, I'm going to grab a little piece of clay here, roll it out a little bit in order to make the beak. Now you don't have to add a beak. If you don't want to add a beak, that's fine. Some owls, their beaks are so tucked into their face behind their feathers, you can't even see their beak. So enjoy the rest of this. I'll show you a finished portion of it when I'm done. And this is your last challenge. I hope you had fun with Mr. Soho in ceramics class this year. And please stick with doing this. It's a great balance in your life. And remember, art is life.